Hey there, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to look at the following WWE news and rumors. The Undertaker joins AEW, Brock Lesnar's new manager Edge breaks character to praise Roman Reigns and more. Be sure to stick around till the end for all the latest wrestling news. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more. Recently, a funny video declared that The Undertaker, whose real name is Mark Calaway, joined AEW as the Mortician. The Undertaker retired from WWE at Survivor Series 2020 after a prolific 3-decade-long career with the company. Meanwhile, AEW has been snapping up former WWE superstars like Jon Moxley, Paul White, Mark Henry, Chris Jericho and Christian Cage. It's obvious for fans to wonder whether Tony Khan will offer the dead man a deal he can't refuse. The video was met with guffaws from many viewers who figured it was a spoof. That's also how industry veterans will react to any discussion about The Undertaker joining AEW. Let's assume for the sake of argument that Mark Calaway becomes the Mortician on AEW. Who will his rivals be? Many of the veteran names in the promotion are ex-WWE, which means it's unlikely that viewers will want to see him face them again. The only possible rivalry that could make viewers lick their chops is him versus Sting. This would have set the stage on fire if it occurred in the 1990s, had the dead man had jumped ship to WCW. But given that both superstars' bodies can take much less than they could in their prime, the company wouldn't want to land in a similar position as WWE did after the Goldberg-Undertaker match. Even if the match goes well, there's little for the Phenom to do when the rivalry ends. Maybe take on Kenny Omega or Malachi Black. Will he be able to keep up with those athletic performers in the ring? For all you know, AEW will probably relegate him to putting new talent over at the expense of his legacy. And he's far too wise to let that happen. The Undertaker let the sun set on an illustrious career that he handled with great care. Each appearance gave fans memorable moments that felt real to them. It's time for him to sit back and enjoy watching the sunsets from the comfort of his home and reminisce on an unparalleled career instead of returning for one last ride. SmackDown superstar Seth Rollins is all set to compete in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match this Sunday. Last week on SmackDown, Seth Rollins had a massive backstage segment with Edge, where the two teased a feud. WWE Hall of Famer Edge was a guest on this week's The Bump, where he mocked Seth Rollins and made fun of his recent dressing style. Well, you see, I saw Seth Rollins on here a little while ago, and he had on a bathrobe and really bad sunglasses. So I thought I'll get my girl's Minecraft shades, I'll get my buffalo plaid robe. I thought maybe it was required attire. Is that not the case? Said Edge. A few weeks ago, Seth Rollins lashed out at WWE on Talking Smack for giving Edge yet another shot at Roman Reigns' Universal Championship. Addressing those comments, Edge asked Rollins to stop whining and advised him to instead do something about it. I think he needs his baby bottle. I mean, man, that is some whining right there. But hey, cool, I appreciate that he thinks that. I do, personally. I'm not gonna go on a talk show and whine about that. I'm gonna go and take my title shot. There is the difference in mindset. You know, you can sit there and complain all day long, or you can do something about it. And he finally did something about it. He qualified for Money in the Bank. So win it, and then cash in, and quit complaining. And I just happen to pull off robes better than he does, said Edge. As per reports, Seth Rollins taking on Edge is one of the marquee matches planned for this year's SummerSlam. Over the past few weeks, WWE has already started the build-up to this feud, and Edge's aforementioned comments will further heat things up between the two. There has been speculation that Seth Rollins could cost Edge his Universal Championship match against Roman Reigns at WWE Money in the Bank, thus starting their SummerSlam rivalry. The two have some interesting history against each other, and fans can't wait to see Rollins and Edge lock horns at WWE SummerSlam 2021. Comment below, and let us know your thoughts on a potential feud between Seth Rollins and Edge. WWE Hall of Famer Edge is all set to challenge Universal Champion Roman Reigns for his title this coming Sunday at WWE Money in the Bank 2021. Edge has outsmarted Roman Reigns and Jimmy and Jay over the last few weeks on SmackDown in what has been an incredibly heated rivalry so far. Ahead of his match at WWE Money in the Bank, Edge had massive praise for Roman Reigns during his appearance on WWE's The Bump. Breaking his on-screen character, Edge claimed that Reigns is on his way to being one of the all-time bests in WWE. The Rated R superstar also called Jimmy and Jay one of the all-time best tag teams in WWE history. The fact that I'm even doing this, that for me, like I get lost for words sometimes when I stop and try to think about it because it's really overwhelming that I'm back in here doing this. And there are times, as cliche as it sounds, I gotta pinch myself. And I know when we get to Houston, and I hear that audience, And I'm out there watching Ray hit 619s and then look over and Dom, who's almost my height now, going what? This is happening, and we are here with Jimmy and Jay, who to me are an all-time tag team, and Roman Reigns, who is clearly well on his way to being an all-time talent within the industry. Man, it's all just a gift. It really is. And that's how I'm attacking this whole thing. It's just awesome. I don't know how else to put it, said Edge. Earlier this year, Edge won the Men's Royal Rumble match and went on to challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Later, Daniel Bryan made his way into the match, turning it into a triple threat. In the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania 37, Roman Reigns defeated both Edge and Bryan to retain his title. Roman Reigns has been the Universal Champion for nearly a whole year now and seems almost unstoppable. Truth be told, the chances of Edge dethroning Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank this Sunday are low. However, WWE has been known to throw unexpected twists, so Edge winning can't be ruled out completely. Brock Lesnar's WWE contract expired in 2020 following his WrestleMania match against Drew McIntyre. The former world champion lost to the 2020 Royal Rumble winner. He then left the company as the COVID-19 pandemic continued to cause WWE issues for the remainder of the year. Restrictions have now seemingly been lifted. It appears that now would be a good time for Brock Lesnar to make his return to the ring to pick up where he left off. WWE has opened the door for Lesnar, and there have been several teases regarding a return for the Beast Incarnate in recent weeks. The only issue surrounding Lesnar's return is the fact that Paul Heyman is now aligned with Roman Reigns on SmackDown. So who could step in to be the new advocate for the former world champion when he returns to WWE? There have been rumors that Zelina Vega was brought back to take over as Brock's manager. Whilst it's highly unlikely, the reason WWE decided to re-sign Zelina Vega could be so that she could become Brock Lesnar's new advocate. Of all the managers in WWE at present, Vega is the only one who has what it takes to take Lesnar as far as he needs to go. Andrade is now flying high in AEW, which leaves Vega without a client. If the former Impact Wrestling star is unable to capture the Money in the Bank contract on Sunday night, this could leave her without direction in WWE. Vega was a fantastic manager. Before her split with Andrade, she was able to lead him to both the NXT and United States Championships. Whilst it would be hard to adapt to Brock Lesnar having a female advocate, Vega recently noted that she is a very powerful woman. Vega knows how to get things done and could have connections that are on Paul Heyman's level, so she would be a reasonable choice.